Boom. Oh my god. What? What is going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Impeller today, and today we're going to be showcasing a new build that I have made. I have been a little bit slacking, but here we are on max level Chaos 35, and this build is going to be focusing around one pistol, and one pistol only. That's right, we are going to be looking at the Gloomy Ruby Spite of Rushing Rivers. This thing is an absolute monster. We'll take a look at the stats here. A 258 times 3, 90 accuracy, 84 handling, 1 second load time, 3.8 fire rate, and a 12 magazine size, which is pretty good. But I have the gun damage negativity and the fire rate bonus on this one. And the fire rate bonus actually for this one's really good, and I'll show you a little bit why. On the bottom, we do have the crossbolts deal 3% increased damage for each crossbolt stuck in the target. Bolts last for 5 seconds, and this is going to scale substantially with all this fire rate that's in this build and just the amount of enemies you're going to be killing and sticking. So, at base, this is how this gun starts. That's it. Now, you may think it's like, oh, that's it. It looks like garbage. Wrong. Alright? This thing is an absolute monster, okay? When you get a kill, it becomes a whole new gun. Alright? Now, I'm just going to show you my quick setup here. I'm using gun damage, World 1 not full, 100% increase, so that's about 30% gun damage. And this one's 90% gun damage, and then also giving me 100% damage to the bosses. And this one also gives me the critical hit damage, so I'm getting about 25% critical hit damage when my shield's gone, which is all the time. Likewise, we have the Desperate Last Grasp. I'm actually using the Anointment enchantment that has health is below 50%, regenerate 5% max health per second, and gain 30% damage. Since we do not have a shield this whole time, I was thinking that this one would be a good shield, and it's actually amazing. The extra 20% reload speed, the extra 25% fire rate, the regenerated ammo, and then with this enchantment is pretty nasty, alright? And I'll show you this. This is something that I'm debating on switching right now. So, this is what my toss-up is right now. It's going to be between this one, because it gives you the extra ability, or this one. Oh, not that one, sorry. Or this one. At the moment, I will be using this purple one because we are focusing on pure gun damage. In my eyes, a perfect one would be something like this, but that bottom skill on the bottom where it says after taking on a status effect damage, I would probably have that over with, maybe convert 30% of the Fate Maker's damage dealt to dark magic damage, and dark magic damage efficiency is increased by 30%. I might have wanted like these perk combos or the skill tree abilities, more specifically the one on the far right that gives you +1 in the threaded fate, which gives you +3 more stacks of the Spellshot bullshit. So look out for that one in my eyes. Otherwise, a perfect one, as you see, I do have my +1 in there, and I have my +4 fire rate in here. So I have my high thread count, got +6 in there, and then I have +4 in here for a 7.2% per stack. I am gaining over 77% weapon fire rate on that, and then plus additional 25. So we're hitting over 100% fire rate on this build right now. And then we do have a couple in the reload speed, and plus this reload speed, so we have about 50% reload speed. So that is just about absurd, and that's going to tie in extremely well with this pistol, and I'll show you why. Last but not least, we are using the Ice Spike for damage. Again, remember that we are using this 5 out of 5 because this gives you increased bonus damage of that spell's element for duration. And we're going to be using this gun mostly, so we're going to be wanting to buff it up as much as possible. Moving on, we do have the Bludgeoning Hunting Hydra. This could be replaced with a Buffmeister or another spell. The reason I'm using this one is because it gives me an Elemental Spirit Companion, and with companions you actually get a damage buff, so 9% per companion. Sometimes I can get my companion, my Demon Lich, that's ours right there, it's 9%, and I can spawn maybe 2 more sometimes, so that's about 27% damage, and that's like just constantly, I can do that over and over and over. Now, this is where I resetted my class a ton, because I was thinking, what would be the most optimal? What would I want to pick in this build that would make me pure damage? So we're going off with the spell weaving. Obviously you gotta get the magic bullets to increase your gun damage, and I actually only got 2 spell crits and 1 spell cooldown. The reason we're doing this is because we're not worried about spells, alright? The spells will come back fast enough, we'll have enough time between the procs that will have the damage boost applied for the guns from our spell damage boost. So you don't need these spell cooldowns really at all. I did, however, do 3 into the reload speed because, as you can see, you're going to be reloading a lot with this build. And considering that this only thing has 12 bullets, and the fire rate of disgustingness is going to be reload. Moving on, we have the spell damage plus 30%. That's just a typical one. The high thread count, that's another one that's everyone's typical. Everyone should know that right now. Always with the high thread count, and if you get that. And then I did opt for the gun damage per stack. I really wanted to get this because this is about 44% damage right here just by getting this one. So I did get the imbued weapon, max it out for 10% bonus damage per spell. So we have 2 per spells, so that's getting about 20% damage, 10% from each spell that you're getting. And then moving on to this one, we have the spell cooldown rate. That doesn't really matter. The companion damage, that one does matter. Dark magic damage increased, obviously increase that one because we're using dark magic weapons and abilities and shit. And then the Fate Maker spells deal bonus dark magic damage as well because you can get some spell damage extra on your one spell, the Ice Spike, which will be needed sometimes. We also have the extra more spell damage. Remember, spell damage also increases gun damage, so that's why we're opting in for the spell damage. As well as this increases my maximum health on a kill skill. And last but not least, I get increased damage and damage reduction the lower my health. So the lower health, the easier it is for me to be able to tank it out and survive. I get extra damage dealt and I have damage reduction. So if I do get below that 50% health, I'm going to have that 30% damage and that 25% damage. So we're going to about another extra 55% damage. I did not proc the spell damage. I did not do the kill skills. And that will be that. This is my mythic ranks. I don't know if that really matters. My next point, spell damage. Blade Master. My Deadeye, I don't really have a lot of gun damage or anything. I have mostly movement speed because I like movement speed. And last but not least, the hero stats. I have maxed out crit damage, maxed out the crit chance, none in my spell cooldown, and I maxed out as much status damage as I could. Now, we'll just do a little extended featured run here. As multiple bosses, I'm pretty sure this one does. Nah, I'm just gonna do a normal run, quick action. We'll just do a normal run right here. Maybe I'll showcase some highlights. Yeah, you know, actually, I'm just gonna leave the whole gameplay in here. That would be about it for the video. I showed you all about my setup and everything. I gotta show you some gameplay. So as you see right here, we're doing lackluster damage right now. Nothing special. We need to get a kill. We get a kill, activating the aimbot. Now look at this thing. Okay, we're gonna lose aimbot. If you have to keep getting kills to keep it going. If you keep it going, you can just do this. Make sure you proc your things for extra spell boosting damage. Get a kill if your thing goes away and it comes back immediately. And that's about it. The ultimate no aim, no brain, aimless build. That was the wave 1. Obviously things get harder on wave 2 and 3, but you know what else happens on wave 2 and 3 and 4? You get extra boost to your damage. So I'm actually gonna buy a little bit of gun damage. Because, you know, the more the merrier. If you're going into chaos dungeons without, like, actually upgrading anything, then I think you're doing a little bit something wrong here. So I usually go for the elemental damage, and then, oh, that's melee damage. I'm a bot. Elemental damage, 20%. We'll do that. And let's run right through here. I always do the horsey horse. Dragon statue. As you can see, the damage numbers are insane. I'm hitting like 38Ks, 25Ks, no problem, 36Ks, and that's not like without even the damage buffs. Get these all together, look at that. Just this thing is literally cheating. This will probably be the next thing that gets nerfed because you don't aim and you can shoot through walls. So not shoot through walls, around walls. So I hope you guys really like this build because I've been working on it since like KS20. It's so cheesy, and I can't even imagine it with volatile gear and stuff. I mean, this is a volatile weapon, but primordial would be absolutely insane. It's like we got someone's car beeping off. We're just gonna run through it again. Make an elite counter. Activate both my buffs quick. Maybe one more. And look, you don't even need the fully auto mode to do damage. Like, it does good enough damage by itself. But once you get that fully auto mode with absolutely insane fire rate and shit, it just becomes goated. And this is why we're crocking into a lot of the reload skill, is because, as you can see, we're going to be reloading a lot. We always want to get those boosts and buffs out for your gun, because the more spell damage or the more like things you have on this, it makes it just more cheesier and cheesier. So, lost my proc there, got a kill, back up, and done. So I think that's about it. I will, however, I'll leave the whole game playing here. If you guys have been sticking around this long, I appreciate it very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. And stick around and see some gameplay, or I'll leave a little timestamp in the comments down below, and you can check out what this does to a boss. Thanks. Peace. This is just absolutely insane. Like, what the fuck? That's like not even fair, dude. I get freaking so much damage on this thing. Oh yeah, that gun damage or melee? Oh yeah, it's gonna be powerful now. This thing is gonna devour now. It's gonna be disgusting. I just need one kill to proc it. Come here, buddy. And this whole map is gonna just die. No. I actually got down? Unheard of. Switch my other guns, swap back over. My taser mode on. 151k? Did I see that right? What the fuck? That was up. I'm checking up here, my crit damage would be disgusting.
Ha! You fell for it. Classic hero.
Maybe I should get more dark magic efficiency. What's that cooldown rate? I don't know, 10% skill cooldown is really necessary, sort of.
I feel magical. Ah! Keep them coming.
Shot. What the fuck? Can I switch it?
I cannot.
Oh my god, this thing is just so good. It needs a nerf. This is gonna be the next thing getting nerfed. Jeez Louise.
Out.
No. Yes.
Falling ice. I shall uphold my own. Serpentine summons! Recharge!
Alright guys, let's see how it does. This is the boss fight. So obviously this thing is not insane versus the bosses, but so I mean yeah, it is. Holy shit. What am I thinking here? It's melting.
Now that's more like it. That's already.
Now let me get a kill, and let's see how it really melts.
I pull off the
Boom.
Hydra.
Oh my god. What?
Ready to fight evil together?
Lightning Stabbo. Well, there you guys have it. Nice little run there. I hope you guys enjoyed that little action and gameplay there. You know, leave a like down below for this insane build, and let me know if you know how to get it better. Peace.